Welcome.
Attention, please.
Welcome aboard.
Welcome to the No Comfort Zone podcast. It's time to get out of your comfort zone and live on purpose. Broadcasting to the world from Rockford, Illinois. This is your wake-up call.
Warning.
You are the solutions to all your problems. Stop thinking average. Become the hero version of yourself. Every day, every time, without fail, no exceptions. It all matters. You've entered the No Comfort Zone. It's time for a reality check.
What's happening, people in the NCZ? How do you like that? Welcome back to the No Comfort Zone podcast. My name is Dan, and yes, I am the guy who made all those decisions that were really bad, had a bunch of really bad consequences, didn't know how to deal with it, and pretty much my life unraveled, and I hit rock bottom. Not once, not twice, but 3 times. So the reason why I'm bringing this to you is this message is brought to you by the No Comfort Zone, helping you live a life on purpose. What I ended up doing was waking up this morning with the word stuck in my head, and I don't know why. I have no idea why, but the word that comes to mind is compromise. Compromise. I woke up and I'm not compromised. I just feel like when I got up this morning, I was like, man, you know what? I don't owe anybody anything, which is awesome. I used to have to owe everybody everything going up after a bunch of my issues happened, and I felt like I owed this person an apology and that person an apology. You know what? I needed to apologize to myself. So, you know, I felt compromised all the time, like I owed everybody, or I had to carry my head down and stuff. And I was talking to somebody last night at work, and the thing happened where, you know, after just enough of making the right decisions, the hard ones, after doing the right thing for a long period of time, it does become easier to do that. Time and time again, you can look at it from any point of view. You can look at it from doing the right thing in your relationship. You can doing it the right thing for your employer or for your business, where the money's at, or you can do the right thing for your health. And when I'm doing the things in those 3 areas and I'm making steps in those areas, I have momentum now. And also when it comes to my relationship with everybody, you know, to get uncomfortable in this point, it's a really small thing. But you really need to tell people how you really feel, as long as it's not going to, you know, brutally. My wife, for example, she has no problem telling anybody exactly how she feels about a situation or whatever. It can't come across super harsh, but you have to know her. And you also have to know your audience, too, when you're telling somebody something. And there's a time and place for everything, yeah. But what I want to stress to you is you know, you're being comfortable, which isn't good, when you have to deal with confrontation or being assertive with somebody, or, you know, if that person's relevant and matters in your life. Now, there's people in bypassing. You just don't want to call people out. But really what you need to do is you need to kind of slow down a little bit and check in and be like, okay, where are you at? Where is your relationship at with this particular person? Because it's my finding that if you decide if they're givers or if they're takers, if they're for you or against you, or, you know, are they, you know, friend or foe, any of that stuff, you really have to watch where you're at with people. And it's a precious commodity, your time. And why would you want to waste it with people that you really don't want to be with anyway? Now, we're all connected together, and I give people second chances, and they've given me second chances, and we're all intertwined in one way, shape, or form. What I'm saying is sometimes you got to get a little uncomfortable and just tell people where they're at so you have a healthy boundary in place. So you're not compromised. Because the worst thing in the world is when you have momentum and you're going forward, and you're sprinting along and life's happening and here comes the success that you wanted, that dream is starting to become a reality now. And this will happen after a no comfort zone time period. Things start to come your way. You're starting to feel a little lucky. And then next thing you know, you're like, wait a minute. Oh man, I got to avoid this person. You ever been there? I got to avoid that person. I can't really go to this situation because of this reason, or I don't want to do that because of this. I think you know what I'm getting at. So what was awesome today is I'm going through my own no comfort zone blueprint. I'm literally doing it every day. I've done it. I don't even know how many days I'm into it. I have to check that part in my planner. But here's where I'm at now. For the last couple of days, I wasn't looking at the planner exactly. I was going through the repetitions in my head. I forgot gratitude. And I'm like, oh man, gratitude. Okay, my wife, I'm really grateful for her. Somebody came into my life and helped me out substantially, really picked me up at a time and made me feel great. And I was able to do the same. And this was just wonderful. We have a great partnership. We have a great unity. We have fun together. I love her. She loves me. It's just a trustful, passionate, great relationship. And I'm crazy about her. But I don't take the time to be grateful for her. I take the time to talk to her. I take the time to listen to her, to be with her. But am I really? I just need to spend that moment of greatness. And it's amazing. When I was actually in the shower when that happened. I get out of the shower and I'm like, I just got to tell you that your best part of my life is you. You're wonderful. And out of the blue, she heard that and she's like, I feel the same about you. And it's great to get that. But then the connection was even greater just because I put it out there. So the thought started with gratitude. And I kept thinking to myself, I'm in a situation in my life right now where I'm not compromised. I don't have to worry about my past. I'm focused on what's going on right now immediately around me. I'd like to look a little bit more towards the future, further than the next 30 days or 60 days. And I'm really focused in on this time period now. And I know it's only for a short time period, but it's magical at the moment because of this thing, compromise. So again, I'll throw it out to you, people in podcast land. Are you compromised for something? What's holding you back? What really is the thing holding you back where you're like, you know what? I can't do this because of feelings and emotions about this. Destroy it. Get through it, man. Crush through it. Get past that fear. Get past that anxiety and have that no comfort zone. That's a comfort zone. So don't have one. Get right through it. You're going to have, you can't avoid it. You have to go through it. I'm grateful for all these things that are going on in my life. In this one area, I need to get past it. What's on the other side of it? Happiness, joy, freedom. Imagine waking up and you don't have a boss. Technically, I have many people that I have to answer to, and I would be considered to be high level in my position. I'm considered that, but I feel like I have more people to answer to now than I ever have before. There might be a book about leadership on that, but I feel like everyone's my boss now. And I don't know, is that how it's supposed to feel? I think so. Servant leadership? I don't know. So what I end up doing is I realize, well, how could I compromise myself? How could I get myself into a situation where I'm feeling weighed down? Well, I do that just by not doing what's the right thing at that moment. I might have to discipline somebody. I might have to listen to somebody tell me what time it is, to tell me that, hey, you made a mistake here or there. That very well might happen. I might have to listen to customers' expectations and how we let them down. I might have to hear how an employee wants a raise. And I just want to tell you this, totally off topic. I listened to Gary Vee on how to handle somebody asking for a raise. That changed my management anticipation, or whatever you want to call it, about dealing with somebody that's looking for a raise. Oh my gosh. And now what happens if that person, if I give them a raise and they don't perform? I'm compromised. I don't know if you see that or not. You might say, well, it's their fault. No, I'm the one that gave them the raise. Now I'm compromised if I don't do anything about it, right? So what Gary Vee said, and I'll make this really short. Gary Vee, awesome. And it was probably 5 seconds. I want to give you a raise. I'm paying you fair basically for where we are right now. What value did you bring to the table? Great. That's what I'm paying you on now. What more value you can bring, and I'll be happy to pay you on it. I would love for somebody to come and do that to me. The few people that I've talked to already have actually said, I'll bring more value to the table, and I never heard back from them. And I check in with them. Are you working on that? And it's like, oh, yeah, just going back to their normal stuff. I can do another podcast about that at a later time, but it was amazing. But by doing something like this in business, I'm not compromised. By telling, for example, let's say I'm at the office late with my relationship, and I'm going to be there late, and I know I'm going to be there late. But by me saying, I'll be home in an hour, and I show up 3 hours later, I'm compromised. I owe her an apology. I owe her something. I'm compromised, and I can't have that conviction about who I am as a person because I was 2 hours late. Am I going to be late sometimes? Absolutely. I told her I'd be home in an hour, and now it's 3 hours later or whatever. And I just hope you understand that being comfortable by being busy or not approaching a subject on handling your time management is a comfort zone, and you need to get out of it. And when you start to handle these things over, short periods of time, it becomes really powerful. And I think it's so much powerful that most people that actually I've met with that start to do this start to realize how much more powerful they are, or the potentiality for becoming extremely powerful. And that's what I'm most excited about when I talk to people, is that you don't even know. You have goals now, but you don't even know what could happen when you start working on yourself in little areas over short periods of time. Getting up a little bit earlier, preparing your meal in the morning, exercising, doing your gratitude, just those little minutes and moments, they just add up so much. And that's the mindset that you need so that you're not compromised. So you're fortified with basically all of the strength that you need to get throughout your day. And if you can start that way, if you can really do that, you're going to be a beast. You're going to be, like I said before, 8 feet tall and bulletproof. You can't be messed with. When you walk into a room, people know it because you're prepared. You're ready to go. Anyway, that's who I'm going to. That's who I'm reaching out to today. So compromise. I don't know. It's just a big word. Are you compromised? I don't know. Let me know your feedback on it. If you're interested in working with me, go to thenocomfortzone.com. Download the blueprint. That will definitely help you get rid of the compromise in your life. It will also help you start to crush your goals. It's Friday here in the Midwest, Rockford, Illinois, going to Crystal Lake. I am looking for a fantastic October, a well-needed, accomplished October. September didn't turn out the way I wanted it to, but then again, I still have today and I still have tomorrow, and I am in it to win it, and I hope you are too. Have a fantastic day. We'll see you in the next podcast.
Say goodbye.
Want more of the No Comfort Zone? You can follow Dan on Instagram and Twitter at NoComfortZone1.
Bye.
Or on the web at thenocomfortzone.com.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.
Thanks for listening to the No Comfort Zone podcast.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.